Question 1. What steps must be taken after being involved in a traffic collision? A. Leave the scene immediately. B. Exchange information with the other driver, take photos, and report the collision if required. C. Wait for others to report the incident. D. Drive away if there are no serious injuries. Answer: B. Exchange information with the other driver, take photos, and report the collision if required. California law requires drivers involved in a collision to exchange contact and insurance information, document the scene, and report the accident to the DMV if there are injuries, death, or significant property damage. Question 2. Describe the process of obtaining a learner's permit in California. A. Pass a vision test and a written knowledge test. B. Buy a learner's permit from the DMV. C. Complete a driver's education course only. D. No process is required. You can start driving with an adult. Answer: A. Pass a vision test and a written knowledge test. To obtain a learner's permit in California, applicants must pass both a vision test and a written test on traffic laws and sign recognition. Question 3. What are the consequences of texting while driving in California? A. A warning for the first offense. B. A mandatory driving course. C. Fines and possible points on your driving record. D. Immediate license suspension. Answer: C. Fines and possible points on your driving record. California law prohibits texting while driving, and violations can result in fines and points on the driver's record, which may increase insurance premiums. Question 4. How does California law address the use of safety belts? A. Safety belts are optional. B. Only front seat occupants need to wear safety belts. C. All vehicle occupants must wear safety belts. D. Only children must wear safety belts. Answer: C. All vehicle occupants must wear safety belts. California law requires all occupants of a vehicle, regardless of age or seating position, to wear a safety belt. Question 5. Explain the right-of-way rules at uncontrolled intersections. A. The vehicle to the left has the right-of-way. B. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. C. Larger vehicles have the right-of-way. D. Pedestrians have the right-of-way. Answer: B. The vehicle to the right has the right-of-way. At uncontrolled intersections where there are no stop or yield signs, the vehicle to the right has the right-of-way, and drivers should also always yield to pedestrians. Question 6. What are the penalties for driving under the influence, DUI, in California? A. Mandatory community service. B. A warning and a fine. C. Fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. D. No penalties for the first offense. Answer: C. Fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. DUI offenses in California carry severe penalties, including fines, license suspension, and potentially jail time, even for a first offense. Question 7. How does California law regulate the use of cell phones while driving? A. Handheld use is permitted. B. Use of cell phones is banned completely. C. Hands-free use is permitted for all drivers. D. Handheld use is permitted only at stoplights. Answer: C. Hands-free use is permitted for all drivers. California law prohibits all drivers from using handheld cell phones while driving but allows hands-free use. Question 8. Detail the legal obligations after changing your address in California. A. Notify the DMV within 30 days. B. No need to notify anyone. C. Only notify your insurance company. D. Notify the DMV within 10 days. Answer: A. Notify the DMV within 30 days. California residents are required to notify the DMV of an address change within 30 days to ensure their driving records are up to date. Question 9. Outline the process for obtaining a commercial driver's license in California. A. Pass a physical exam, a written knowledge test, and a skills test. B. Pay a fee to automatically receive a CDL. C. Obtain a regular driver's license and upgrade to a CDL. D. No special process. A standard driver's license is sufficient. Answer. A. Pass a physical exam, a written knowledge test, and a skills test. To obtain a CDL in California, applicants must pass a physical exam, a written test on the rules and regulations, and a practical skills test in the type of commercial vehicle they will be driving. Question 10. Describe the correct behavior at a flashing red traffic light. A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and then proceed when safe. C. The flashing red light is treated as a yield sign. D. Ignore the light if no traffic is present. Answer. B. Stop and then proceed when safe. A flashing red light is treated as a stop sign, meaning drivers must come to a complete stop and then proceed when the way is clear and it is safe to do so. Question 11. How do you properly navigate through a construction zone? A. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. B. Follow posted signs and signals and reduce speed. C. Maintain your usual speed unless workers are present. D. Use the shoulder to bypass construction traffic. Answer. B. Follow posted signs and signals and reduce speed. Drivers should carefully follow all posted signs and signals in a construction zone, reducing speed as directed for the safety of workers and other motorists. Question 12. Explain the rules regarding passing other vehicles on a two-lane road. A. Passing is allowed when the line is solid yellow. B. Only pass on the right. C. Pass only when the line is broken and it's safe to do so. D. Passing is not allowed on two-lane roads. Answer. C. Pass only when the line is broken and it's safe to do so. On a two-lane road, passing is allowed only when the line on the driver's side is broken, indicating it's legally safe to pass, and when there is no oncoming traffic. Question 13. What precautions should be taken during rain or snow? A. Use high beams at all times. B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. C. Keep windows open to prevent fogging. D. Apply brakes firmly and quickly. Answer. B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. During rain or snow, drivers should reduce their speed to account for slippery roads and increase the following distance to allow more time to react if the vehicle in front stops suddenly. Question 14. What is California's policy on left turns at intersections? A. Left turns are always prohibited. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then proceed when safe. C. Proceed without yielding during green light. D. Left turns can only be made from the right lane. Answer. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then proceed when safe. When making a left turn at an intersection in California, drivers must yield to any oncoming traffic and pedestrians crossing the street before proceeding. Question 15. How do you safely tow a trailer or carry a load in your vehicle? A. Ensure the load is covered but not secured. B. Ensure the load is secure and within legal limits. B. Drive as you normally would, without any adjustments. C. Only secure the load at the front of the trailer or vehicle. D. Exceed the weight limits for a more stable drive. Answer. A. Ensure the load is secure and within legal limits. It's crucial to ensure any load or trailer is securely fastened and does not exceed legal weight limits to prevent accidents and ensure safe handling of the vehicle. Question 16. Describe California's laws regarding child passenger safety. A. Children under 8 must be in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. B. Children can sit in the front seat with a seatbelt at any age. C. Booster seats are optional. D. Car seats are required only for infants under 1 year old. Answer: A. Children under 8 must be in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. California law requires children under 8 years old to be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat, with specific requirements based on the child's age, weight, and height. Question 17. How should drivers adjust their speed based on road conditions and traffic laws? A. Always drive at the maximum speed limit. B. Adjust speed to match road, weather, and traffic conditions. C. Speed limits do not apply when roads are empty. D. Reduce speed only in school zones. Answer: B. Adjust speed to match road, weather, and traffic conditions. Drivers should always adjust their speed to be safe for current road conditions, weather conditions, and in accordance with any traffic laws, including speed limits. Question 18. Describe the correct way to parallel park on a city street. A. Park at an angle to the curb. B. Leave at least 2 feet between your car and the car in front. C. Signal. Align your car with the car in front, then back into the space. D. Speed up to fit into the space quickly. Answer: C. Signal. Align your car with the car in front, then back into the space. The correct method for parallel parking involves signaling your intention, aligning your vehicle with the one parked in front of the space, then backing into the space while adjusting your position to fit snugly into the space. Question 19. How should drivers handle encounters with emergency vehicles on the road? A. Follow closely behind to get through traffic faster. B. Ignore unless the emergency vehicle is in the same lane. C. Pull over to the right and stop if the emergency vehicle is approaching with sirens or lights. D. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. Answer: C. Pull over to the right and stop if the emergency vehicle is approaching with sirens or lights. When an emergency vehicle is approaching with sirens or lights on, drivers should safely pull over to the right-hand side of the road and stop, allowing the emergency vehicle to pass. Question 20. How should you respond if you encounter a bicycle sign while driving? A. Ignore the sign as it only applies to cyclists. B. Increase speed to pass cyclists quickly. C. Be alert and watch for cyclists sharing the road safely. D. Honk to alert cyclists of your presence. Answer: C. Be alert and watch for cyclists sharing the road safely. A bicycle sign indicates that cyclists may be present on the road. Drivers should be extra vigilant, reduce speed if necessary, and ensure they share the road safely with cyclists, giving them adequate space when passing. Question 21. What actions should you take when approaching a stop sign? A. Accelerate through the intersection. B. Slow down and continue if the way is clear. C. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. D. Only stop if other vehicles are present. Answer: C. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. A stop sign requires a full stop at the designated line or before entering the crosswalk or intersection, and then proceeding when it's safe and clear. Question 22. What is the significance of a school crossing sign? A. Indicates areas where school buses load and unload children. B. Warns of an upcoming school zone where speed limits are reduced. C. Signifies an area where children may be crossing the street. D. Marks a playground zone. Answer: C. Signifies an area where children may be crossing the street. A school crossing sign alerts drivers to areas where school children may be crossing the road and extra caution is necessary. Question 23. How should you react to a merging traffic sign? A. Increase your speed to avoid merging vehicles. B. Maintain your lane and ignore the sign. C. Prepare to allow traffic to merge into your lane safely. D. Stop and yield to merging traffic. Answer. C. Prepare to allow traffic to merge into your lane safely. A merging traffic sign indicates that vehicles will be entering your lane from another road, and drivers should be ready to adjust their speed or position to allow for safe merging. Question 24. Identify the actions to take when you see an emergency parking only sign. A. Park in this area as long as you turn on your hazard lights. B. Understand parking is for emergencies or authorized vehicles only. C. Ignore the sign if the parking lot is full. D. Use this area for short-term parking. Answer. B. Understand parking is for emergencies or authorized vehicles only. An emergency parking only sign designates areas reserved for emergency or authorized use, indicating that general public parking is not allowed. Question 25. What does a no U-turn sign indicate, and how should you respond? A. You can make a U-turn if no vehicles are approaching. B. U-turns are permitted outside of peak traffic hours. C. U-turns are prohibited at this location. D. The sign only applies to trucks and buses. Answer. C. U-turns are prohibited at this location. A no U-turn sign explicitly forbids drivers from making U-turns, indicating that turning around in the roadway at this location is illegal. Question 26. What does a pedestrian crossing sign warn drivers about? A. Areas where vehicles have the right of way. B. Locations where pedestrians may be crossing the road. C. Crosswalks with traffic signals only. D. That pedestrians are not allowed to cross. Answer. B. Locations where pedestrians may be crossing the road. A pedestrian crossing sign alerts drivers to areas where pedestrians may be present and crossing the street, requiring drivers to yield and watch for pedestrians. Question 27. Explain the purpose of the railroad crossing sign. A. Indicates a train station is nearby. B. Warns drivers of a crossing where trains may intersect with roadway. C. Suggests a scenic area for train watching. D. Marks where railroad tracks are used for cargo only. Answer. B. Warns drivers of a crossing where trains may intersect with roadway. The railroad crossing sign is used to alert drivers to areas where railroad tracks cross the road, indicating they should be prepared to stop for trains. Question 28. What should drivers do upon encountering a divided highway sign? A. Prepare for an upcoming median or barrier dividing traffic directions. B. Understand the highway ends soon. C. Notice that the road narrows ahead. D. Be aware of merging traffic. Answer. A. Prepare for an upcoming median or barrier dividing traffic directions. A divided highway sign indicates the road ahead is split into separate lanes for opposite directions of travel, often by a median or barrier. Question 29. How should you proceed when you see a yield sign? A. Stop completely and wait for all traffic to pass. B. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed without stopping if safe. C. Accelerate to merge quickly with traffic. D. Ignore the sign if the road seems clear. Answer. B. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed without stopping if safe. A yield sign requires drivers to slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to yield the right-of-way to pedestrians and approaching traffic. Question 30. Explain the meaning and required action for a lane ends merge left sign. A. The lane continues and you should stay in your lane. B. Prepare to merge left due to the end of your lane. C. Indicates a mandatory left turn ahead. D. Suggests shifting right as the left lane ends. Answer. B. Prepare to merge left due to the end of your lane. A lane ends merge left sign alerts drivers that their lane is coming to an end and they must merge left safely into the continuing lane. Question 31. Detail the actions to take when encountering a keep right sign. A. Move to the left lane. B. Stay in your current lane regardless of the sign. C. Keep to the right of the roadway or obstruction. D. This sign only applies to trucks and large vehicles. Answer: C. Keep to the right of the roadway or obstruction. A keep right sign indicates that drivers should stay to the right of a median, divider, or obstruction on the road. Question 32. Describe the actions required by a do not enter sign. A. Proceed with caution. B. Enter the area slowly. C. Do not enter the road or area where the sign is posted. D. The sign is a suggestion and can be ignored. Answer: C. Do not enter the road or area where the sign is posted. A do not enter sign is used to indicate areas where vehicle entry is strictly prohibited, often for opposing traffic lanes or restricted areas. Question 33. What does a two-way traffic sign indicate to a driver? A. Traffic flows in one direction only. B. The road ahead changes to a two-way traffic pattern. C. Indicates a one-way street. D. Traffic is heavier in two directions. Answer: B. The road ahead changes to a two-way traffic pattern. A two-way traffic sign warns drivers that the road ahead, which may have been one way, will now carry traffic in both directions. Question 34. How does a slow-moving vehicle sign affect your driving strategy? A. It indicates you should speed up to pass. B. No change is necessary. C. Be prepared to adjust speed or position due to slow-moving vehicles ahead. D. Only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: C. Be prepared to adjust speed or position due to slow-moving vehicles ahead. A slow-moving vehicle sign alerts drivers to the presence of potentially slow-moving vehicles on the roadway, indicating that drivers may need to slow down or change lanes to safely pass these vehicles. Question 35. What does a no parking anytime sign indicate? A. Parking is allowed for short periods. B. Parking is restricted during certain hours only. C. No parking is allowed at any time in the designated area. D. Parking is reserved for permit holders only. Answer: C. No parking is allowed at any time in the designated area. A no parking anytime sign clearly prohibits parking in the specified area at all times to ensure traffic flow or access. Question 36. What are the implications of a detour sign for drivers? A. The usual route is clear and open. B. A temporary route is in place due to road closure or construction. C. Drivers should find their own alternate route. D. The sign only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: B. A temporary route is in place due to road closure or construction. A detour sign indicates that the usual route is not available and directs drivers to a temporary alternative route. Question 37. How should drivers react to a winding road sign? A. Increase speed to navigate the curves quickly. B. Prepare for a series of turns or curves and adjust speed accordingly. C. Ignore the sign if familiar with the road. D. The sign indicates the road is straight ahead. Answer: B. Prepare for a series of turns or curves and adjust speed accordingly. A winding road sign warns drivers of upcoming curves and advises reducing speed to navigate safely. Question 38. What is indicated by a school bus stop ahead sign, and how should drivers respond? A. Speed up to pass the bus quickly. B. Be alert and prepared to stop for school buses loading or unloading children. C. The sign only applies during school hours. D. Buses only stop at designated bus stops, not where the sign is placed. Answer. B. Be alert and prepared to stop for school buses loading or unloading children. The sign alerts drivers to areas where school buses frequently stop to pick up or drop off students, requiring extra caution. Question 39. What does a road work ahead sign alert drivers to? A. An increase in speed limit through the construction zone. B. Upcoming road work and potential delays or hazards. C. Road work has been completed. D. The sign is for informational purposes only. Answer. B. Upcoming road work and potential delays or hazards. A road work ahead sign warns drivers of construction or maintenance work on the roadway ahead, signaling the need for reduced speed and increased attention. Question 40. What are the implications of a flooded sign for drivers? A. The road ahead is dry and clear. B. Proceed at normal speed, as the sign is precautionary. C. The road ahead may be covered with water and impassable. D. The sign indicates a nearby water body, not that the road is flooded. Answer. C. The road ahead may be covered with water and impassable. A flooded sign warns drivers that the road ahead is or may become covered with water, indicating that proceeding may be dangerous or impossible. Question 41. How should drivers react to a right lane must turn right sign? A. Continue straight regardless of the lane. B. Merge left if they wish to continue straight. C. Prepare to turn right, as going straight is not an option. D. Stop and wait for further instructions. Answer. C. Prepare to turn right, as going straight is not an option. This sign indicates that drivers in the right lane must turn right and cannot continue straight through the intersection. Question 42. What actions are required by a stop ahead sign? A. Accelerate to pass the area quickly. B. Prepare to come to a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. C. Ignore the sign if no other vehicles are present. D. Slow down but proceed without stopping. Answer. B. Prepare to come to a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. A stop ahead sign warns drivers of an upcoming stop sign, indicating that they should be ready to stop. Question 43. How do you handle aggressive driving and road rage incidents? A. Respond with similar aggressive behavior to assert yourself. B. Ignore the aggressive behavior and avoid confrontation. C. Follow the aggressive driver to get their license plate number. D. Speed up and compete with the aggressive driver. Answer. B. Ignore the aggressive behavior and avoid confrontation. The best way to deal with aggressive drivers and road rage is to remain calm, avoid eye contact, and not escalate the situation. Question 44. What is indicated by a left turn yield on green sign? A. Left turns are prohibited. B. Left turns have the right of way. C. Yield to oncoming traffic when turning left on a green signal. D. Left turns can proceed without yielding. Answer. C. Yield to oncoming traffic when turning left on a green signal. This sign means drivers wishing to turn left must yield to oncoming traffic and only proceed when it is safe. Question 45. How should drivers respond to a traffic signal ahead sign? A. Speed up to avoid stopping. B. Prepare to stop or proceed according to the upcoming traffic signal. C. Ignore the sign as it is only advisory. D. Turn off the road before reaching the signal. Answer. B. Prepare to stop or proceed according to the upcoming traffic signal. This sign warns of an upcoming traffic signal, advising drivers to be ready to respond to the signal. Question 46. What does a bike route sign indicate? A. Bicycles are not allowed on this route. B. A dedicated path for bicycles is nearby or along the road. C. Only bicycles can use this road. D. Motor vehicles have the right of way over bicycles. Answer: B. A dedicated path for bicycles is nearby or along the road. A bike route sign indicates a designated route or path for bicycle traffic. Question 47. How does a do not pass sign affect overtaking maneuvers? A. It indicates overtaking is allowed. B. Overtaking is prohibited until the sign indicates it is safe. C. Drivers should pass quickly to minimize time in the no passing zone. D. The sign applies only to commercial vehicles. Answer: B. Overtaking is prohibited until the sign indicates it is safe. A do not pass sign marks zones where visibility or road conditions make passing unsafe. Question 48. Describe the meaning of a handicap parking sign. A. Parking is restricted to vehicles with a handicap permit or license plate. B. Anyone can park in the designated space for a limited time. C. The sign is purely informational and does not enforce parking rules. D. Indicates nearby handicap facilities, not parking restrictions. Answer: A. Parking is restricted to vehicles with a handicap permit or license plate. This sign designates parking spaces reserved exclusively for vehicles displaying a valid handicap permit or license plate. Question 49. How should drivers adjust their behavior in response to a slippery when wet sign? A. Increase speed to reduce time spent on slippery roads. B. Maintain normal driving speed and behavior. C. Reduce speed and exercise caution, especially when the road is wet. D. The sign only applies to motorcycles and bicycles. Answer: C. Reduce speed and exercise caution, especially when the road is wet. This sign warns that the road becomes particularly slippery when wet, advising drivers to slow down to prevent accidents. Question 50. What is the significance of an exit sign on a freeway? A. Indicates an upcoming rest area. B. Marks the location of an emergency exit only. C. Signals an approaching exit ramp from the freeway. D. Advises of an upcoming entry ramp to the freeway. Answer: C. Signals an approaching exit ramp from the freeway. An exit sign on a freeway indicates where drivers can leave the freeway, providing direction to the exit ramp. Question 51. What does a high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane sign affect lane usage? A. The lane is reserved for vehicles with a certain minimum number of occupants. B. All vehicles can use the HOV lane at any time. C. The sign indicates a lane reserved for high-speed vehicles. D. HOV lanes are for commercial vehicles only. Answer: A. The lane is reserved for vehicles with a certain minimum number of occupants. HOV lanes are designed to promote carpooling by restricting lane use to vehicles with multiple occupants. Question 52. What is indicated by a crossroad sign, and how should drivers respond? A. Increase speed to cross the intersection quickly. B. Prepare for an intersection with another road and proceed with caution. C. The sign indicates a pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Ignore the sign if no traffic is visible. Answer: B. Prepare for an intersection with another road and proceed with caution. A crossroad sign warns drivers of an upcoming intersection, advising them to be alert and proceed carefully. Question 53. Explain the significance of a no-zone sign related to trucks and buses. A. Indicates a zone where no trucks or buses are allowed. B. Marks areas around these vehicles where visibility is restricted. C. Designates parking areas for trucks and buses. D. Warns of upcoming toll zones for heavy vehicles. Answer: B. Marks areas around these vehicles where visibility is restricted, No zone refers to blind spots around large vehicles like trucks and buses, advising drivers to stay out of these areas to avoid accidents. Question 54. What actions are required when driving through a tunnel? A. Turn on your headlights and reduce speed. B. Accelerate to minimize time spent in the tunnel. C. Maintain your current speed and turn off lights. D. Stop at the tunnel entrance to check for clearance. Answer: A. Turn on your headlights and reduce speed. When driving through a tunnel, it's important to increase visibility by turning on headlights and to reduce speed to navigate safely. Question 55. How do you approach and navigate an intersection with a yield ahead sign? A. Speed up to avoid stopping. B. Be prepared to slow down or stop to yield the right of way. C. Continue at your current speed and direction. D. Yield only to vehicles from the left. Answer: B. Be prepared to slow down or stop to yield the right of way. When approaching an intersection with a yield ahead sign, drivers are warned that they will need to yield the right of way to other traffic at the upcoming intersection and should be ready to stop if necessary. Question 56. What does a no left turn sign mean and how should drivers comply? A. Left turns are encouraged for traffic flow. B. Drivers may turn left if no traffic is present. C. No left turn is allowed at the sign. D. The sign only applies during certain hours. Answer: C. No left turn is allowed at the sign. This sign explicitly prohibits making a left turn at the intersection or location where it's posted. Question 57. How should a driver adjust their behavior in response to a slow sign in a residential area? A. Maintain current speed if no pedestrians are visible. B. Increase speed to minimize traffic congestion. C. Reduce speed and proceed with caution. D. The sign only applies to heavy vehicles. Answer: C. Reduce speed and proceed with caution. A slow sign, especially in residential areas, indicates the need for drivers to decrease their speed due to potential hazards such as children playing or high pedestrian activity. Question 58. What is the purpose of a speed limit sign and how does it vary? A. Indicates the minimum speed you must drive. B. Suggests a recommended speed for comfort. C. Specifies the maximum legal speed under ideal conditions. D. Only applies to commercial vehicles. Answer: C. Specifies the maximum legal speed under ideal conditions. Speed limit signs indicate the maximum speed allowed by law under ideal conditions, and drivers are expected to adjust their speed lower in adverse conditions. Question 59. How do pedestrian rights differ in marked versus unmarked crosswalks, as indicated by signage? A. Pedestrians have rights only in marked crosswalks. B. Vehicles have the right of way in unmarked crosswalks. C. Pedestrians have the right of way in both marked and unmarked crosswalks. D. Signage is only required for marked crosswalks. Answer: C. Pedestrians have the right of way in both marked and unmarked crosswalks. Regardless of whether a crosswalk is marked or unmarked, pedestrians in California have the right of way, and drivers are required to yield. Question 60. What does the appearance of an icy road sign indicate about driving conditions? A. Road conditions are ideal for high-speed travel. B. Increased traction on the road surface. C. Potential for slippery conditions due to ice. D. The road is closed ahead. Answer: C. Potential for slippery conditions due to ice. An icy road sign warns drivers of possible ice on the road, indicating that caution should be used and speeds should be reduced to prevent accidents. Question 61. How does a sharp turn sign affect your speed and positioning on the road? A. Indicates to increase speed for the turn. B. Suggests moving to the opposite side of the road before turning. C. Means drivers should reduce speed and stay in their lane. D. No adjustment to speed or positioning is necessary. Answer. C. Means drivers should reduce speed and stay in their lane. A sharp turn sign warns of an upcoming sharp curve, requiring drivers to slow down and maintain their lane to navigate the turn safely. Question 62. What precautions should be taken upon seeing a falling rock sign? A. Speed up to quickly pass the area. B. Ignore the sign, as it is just a precaution. C. Watch for falling rocks and be prepared to stop or avoid debris. D. Keep as close to the roadside as possible. Answer. C. Watch for falling rocks and be prepared to stop or avoid debris. This sign indicates potential hazards from falling rocks, advising drivers to be alert and ready to react. Question 63. How do one-way signs direct traffic flow in urban and residential areas? A. Indicate that reversing is allowed. B. Signal that traffic flows in both directions. C. Direct traffic to flow only in the direction of the sign. D. Suggest that turning is not allowed. Answer. C. Direct traffic to flow only in the direction of the sign. One-way signs are used to indicate that traffic must move in one direction only, helping to manage traffic flow and prevent accidents. Question 64. What does a children at play sign suggest about the surrounding area? A. It's a designated play area for children. B. Increased pedestrian traffic and the presence of children. C. Children are not allowed to play in the area. D. Only applies during school hours. Answer. B. Increased pedestrian traffic and the presence of children. This sign is used to alert drivers to the likely presence of children in the area, suggesting the need for heightened caution and reduced speed. Question 65. How do hospital signs affect priority and noise levels in the vicinity? A. Indicate areas where speeding is tolerated. B. Warn drivers to maintain lower noise levels and yield to emergency vehicles. C. Suggest that hospital traffic has lower priority. D. No impact on driving behavior is required. Answer. B. Warn drivers to maintain lower noise levels and yield to emergency vehicles. Hospital signs indicate the proximity to a hospital, advising drivers to reduce noise and be prepared to give way to ambulances and emergency vehicles. Question 66. What should drivers be aware of when a deer crossing sign is present? A. Deer are hunted in this area. B. The road crosses a deer habitat, and animals may unexpectedly cross the road. C. Deer sightings are rare and not a concern. D. It's a zoo or park advertisement. Answer. B. The road crosses a deer habitat, and animals may unexpectedly cross the road. Deer crossing signs alert drivers to areas where deer are likely to enter the roadway, suggesting the need for vigilance, especially at dawn and dusk. Question 67. How do no entry signs regulate traffic in certain areas? A. Indicate areas where all vehicles can enter freely. B. Mark exits from facilities or parking lots. C. Prohibit entry to all vehicles in that direction. D. Are used to designate pedestrian zones only. Answer. C. Prohibit entry to all vehicles in that direction. No entry signs are used to indicate roads or areas where vehicles are not allowed to enter, ensuring proper traffic flow and safety. Question 68. What does a truck crossing sign indicate for nearby traffic? A. Trucks are not allowed beyond this point. B. An area where trucks are frequently entering or crossing the roadway. C. A way station for trucks ahead. D. A parking area for trucks only. Answer. B. An area where trucks are frequently entering or crossing the roadway. This sign warns drivers of locations where trucks may be entering or crossing the road, suggesting the need for increased caution. Question 69. How should drivers interpret rest area signs on highways? A. Indicate areas where drivers can rest, but parking is not allowed. B. Signal upcoming exits for service areas with facilities for drivers to rest and refresh. C. Suggest that drivers should rest in their vehicle while driving. D. Mark areas reserved for commercial vehicle rest only. Answer. B. Signal upcoming exits for service areas with facilities for drivers to rest and refresh. Rest area signs indicate upcoming locations where drivers can safely stop to rest, use restrooms, and access other amenities. Question 70. What are the rules and expectations around a bus stop sign? A. Parking is allowed as long as buses are not present. B. Designates an area where buses may stop to pick up or drop off passengers. C. Indicates bus parking only, not a passenger stop. D. Suggests an area where buses have priority over other vehicles. Answer. B. Designates an area where buses may stop to pick up or drop off passengers. A bus stop sign indicates a designated place along the road where buses stop for passengers, and drivers should not obstruct these areas.